The Mapleton Community Grant Initiative is to design, implement, and produce a native plant nursery to produce food and provide education. And the reason it is needed in the community is because the students said it was needed.
So the Violence Prevention Coalition of Lane County, we have a really broad goal, and that is to reduce the prevalence of violence in Lane County. And we know that to do that, we can't just have any one program or one approach, but that this is a multifaceted and community-wide project that is really going to be the project of all of our lives.
Through support of United Way, our community was able to open its first licensed child care center. Before United Way's support and connections with other funders, families in our community had to travel about 45 miles to access high-quality child care.
The United Way of Lane County is uniquely situated to be able to respond to the unique needs of Lane County. I think the Early Childhood Hub and United Way, as background organizations that are convening multiple different partners, are creating both the space and the alignment to be able to meet youth where they're at and meet the organizations that serve youth directly where they're at.
Oftentimes there is funding for programming, but not for personnel. And this allowed for that person to be able to bring all the pieces together to make a program like this happen. United Way will benefit communities because they are one of the only organizations that thinks countywide, because they are constantly thinking about cross-collaboration between organizations to create collective impact.
So one of the things that's really unique about the funding that the United Way provides is that they're not coming from outside of the community. They're really part of this community, and that means that they understand what it takes to do this work in Lane County. And even more than that, they understand what it costs to do this work in Lane County. And so when they're looking at those costs, they're not necessarily seeing overhead or budget projections, but they're really seeing the people that those costs represent. And because of that, they're able to support building power here in Lane County and paying our staff on the ground thriving wages and giving them the resources and support they need to do this sustainably and for the long term.
It's awesome to see United Way's focus reach out to the whole child and whole family, and they're putting resources and know-how into supporting other needs that as a school district we can't.
Through its power as a convener, bring folks together that are from different parts of our community and build systems that meet those groups that are disproportionately marginalized, that are disproportionately oppressed. And I think that it's a really important function that is not met by any other organization here in Eugene or in Lane County.
So many people think in an us versus them mentality, and there's deep divisions that are showing that right now. But instead, I would encourage you to think in an us and them. And United Way is one of those organizations that shows this and puts their money where their mouth is. And it's a bridging type of organization.
The power of donating to United Way is the power of collective impact. It goes far beyond the dollars and cents. It goes towards connecting people and agencies and perspectives in our community to the work that you value.